Behind the historic charm and colorful foliage at the Idaho State Penitentiary lies a history of death, murder, and mystery.
We're here at death row.
This is a prison. The people that were put here were bad people.
Were you innocent of the crime that you were charged and convicted with?
There were deaths here, there were suicides, there were people murdered, there were people that were hanged here.
The prison has built a reputation around town as a place where ghosts gather, attracting paranormal investigators from around the country.
Okay, is there somebody coming in to the cell block with us?
Maybe those entities that died here haven't moved on. Maybe they're still floating around and they're still angry.
Come up and knock on the glass next to Karen.
Investigator Mike Clough has explored the old pen several times over the last few years, and each time there's one cell block that never fails to show spiritual activity.
Now we're in here to visit with you. I've seen full-bodied apparitions, I've heard voices, I've seen movement, I've seen shadows.
And on this trip,
is there anybody here that would like to come forward and just let us know what your name is?
Several questions asked by the group were followed by faint sounds down the corridor, or the sound of metal clanking against a cell door, but nothing compared to what happened next.
He thought he saw some movement at about waist high and asked me to walk over, so I walked over there and he asked me to stick my hand out and to reach inside the door.
What's there inside the cell to your left? Is that the bottom of it? Sorry about that, what was that?
Leaving even more unanswered questions about the unexplained.
Something grabbed my hand, my left hand, on my ring finger and my little finger. Startled me. I was pretty startled. And obviously, when I looked down, there was nothing there.
This was investigator Mark Edwards' first trip to the old pen, but he says he's no stranger to spiritual activity.
Has that ever happened to you before?
I have been grabbed before at other locations. I've been cut. I've got a scar here where I asked an entity once if it could touch me, and it did. And I said, "Can you touch me harder?" And it cut my arm and actually left a scar.
Were you bleeding?
Yeah.
And while no blood was shed on this exploration,
who was in the cell where the door is standing open?
Investigators left even more intrigued than when they arrived.
Do you think that there are spirits or beings or entities still around the old pen?
Yes, absolutely.